Hello everyone. You notice my videos were in widescreen and in high def. This is the camera I was using, and at first I liked it. It's nice and compact, easy to hold, point and shoot. And at first I thought I had good video, but then here's the problem. When I try to do most of the videos I do is at night. See? Nighttime. Okay, the reason why I shoot at nighttime is because, during the day, I have things to do like looking for a job, helping out with friends and family, things like that, everyday chores. And at night is when I'm more relaxed and pretty much will do whatever I want. And this thing absolutely sucks at night shots. When I was shooting video, a lot of basically anything black, like right now this camera is black, there would be blue lines going through the video for some reason. And honestly, that's not cutting it. I rather sacrifice not filming high def and not having widescreen and having better picture quality than trying to do with this. Okay? This is the Insignia. A regular price is $150, but it was on sale for $100. And you know what? I'm gonna go back to my camera I normally use, which is my Sony CyberShot. and I'm gonna be using that. This is it's somewhat comfortable to hold. I mean, it's nice and small, but the image quality sucks. What's the point, really? So, yeah, I don't really care about this camera too much, Whoops. Anyway, for $100 it's cheap, but $100 camera to shoot in high def. You're not going to expect too much out of this. And here's another thing I absolutely hate. You got this thing here. Okay. You got the macro, the portrait, and the far shots. The problem is, you actually have to flip them. Okay? It doesn't do autofocus. And, the macro shot, you can really tell, but sometimes you got the portrait and the scenery shots. Those two they're not distinguished enough when you're looking at the screen. So it's really hard to tell, if you're really shooting them, with crisp video, or when you do get good shots and then you try to watch on TV, it's actually a little blurry. So that I don't like too much. The camera on this sucks. I think it's only only does like 5 megapixel, I believe, and it doesn't matter how sharp I make it, it still comes out blurry for some reason. So this thing absolutely sucks as a camera. And you know what? Let's just face it. Look how small this is. Okay. I can understand why this would suck at night. Okay. All this light is supposed to go through here, and that's not enough. Okay. Let me get my JAG game out. Here is my CyberShot. Look how big that is. Compare that to that. You got all that glass on there, all that big lens, that big wide lens, all that light can come in, and of course it's going to look better at night shots. So, a little tip for you guys, it doesn't matter how good the specs are. Okay? If this thing is small, the shots are going to be crap. Alright? Anyway, that's just my little quick thing about this. I'm going to return this since I'm still in my 30-day period. And I'm just going to go back to my Sony CyberShot camera. And I'll just continue that way. And yes, I am going to be using the capture card. So, none of this pointing at the TV thing anymore. So, have a good one.